These are Japanese survival rations from 1973, 1982, and 2009. Starting off with the newest one, a vinyl pouch. It's water resistant. You can't get submerged, as you can see. It's just gonna give it a little bit of protection from the rain. Emergency food. These were equipped on various commercial airliner jets. Check that out. It's a 5-man 24-hour ration. Each one of these provides food for one person for one day. It has two components, an A and B component. We'll see. Packed in 2009, 3-year shelf life. Probably more like a 5 or 10-year shelf life. But they say 3. Banyu Nutrition Company, Limited. Let's check it out. That tape could be pretty useful. Cool little metal can that's reclosable, reflective. The compressed bar is 245 calories. Each jelly candy is 61 calories. You could probably catch some rainwater in this and get water out of a raft. Just ladle it out. Could probably cook out of it if you're landed on an island. Biscuit bars. That's the A component. Again, this is 245 calories each, and it is going to be like an enriched wheat flour and sugar, and there's a skim milk powder, some hydrogenated vegetable oil. You get 5 biscuit bars and 5 jelly candies. That's looking pretty good. Alright, let's get this out onto a tray. Nice. Okay. This ration contains 1,530 calories. It's a lot more than many rations that you would be eating out at sea. This one here is a bit generous. You could probably stretch it out to 3 days, really. Oh, geez. I opened it too fast. Couldn't hear anything. It smells fine. I mean, that smells perfectly fresh. Biscuit bars. I remember when RC Gusto did these. Smells the same. 6 or 7 years ago. Had one of these the first time. It has not changed. This thing is perfectly preserved. It smells like a malted enriched wheat flour and milk powder that is very fresh. There's no staleness or rancidity, and barely any crumbs left over. I'm gonna open too. You see that little bit of crumble. These things could be broken down into a porridge. The jelly candy. That is in great shape. I mean, this thing might melt in heat. Starch jelly with sesame encased in the center. It's like a sandwich. Like a starch jelly sesame seed sandwich. Low blood sugar. This would be really nice if you're out at sea and you're kind of shaking from hunger. Something like that. Give you that insulin spike that you need, especially if your morale is low. And with being on a restricted calorie, this is really maybe half of what the average person's eating in a day. 1,530 calories. It's not too bad. The majority of the protein, again, is in this thing. There is wheat flour. You're going to have like a wheat gluten protein. It's kind of low grade protein, amino acid profile, but that's okay. It has skim milk powder in there too. Let's just actually open those two for now, and let's try it out. Kind of crumbly. Absolute freshness. Sweet. Seems like it has like a powdered dextrose added with sugar. It'll hold out longer if it has vegetable oil added, which is what this is, hydrogenated fat. This, built to last, sweet milk cereal cookie. There's nothing complex about it. I mean, really, the most definitive flavor outside of just sugar and wheat, I guess, is some kind of light malt. A little bit of a gritty crunch. And then it formulates into a paste, a sweet paste. Perfectly fresh sesame seed. That is amazing. That's like a slightly granular glucose chew. Like a sweet gelatin bar. It's a little bit dry. Like a dry gelatin. That is so fascinating. The sesame seed center. That is nutty and very flavorful. This has a great aftertaste. Like, I can still taste it. Sesame seed. These things are so good, make you want to get into a survival situation just so you can try out some delectable little snacks. Let's take it over to the other ration. The earlier version of a Banyu Nutrition Company Ltd. Japanese survival ration for lifeboats and life rafts. See? Lifeboat and raft rations. English translation on this side. Look at that. Wheat flour, fat, seasonings. What is that? This is something about chemicals. Preservatives, chemical. Okay. It's normal. Probably BHA, BHT. March 9th, 1979. Then here is the other side in Japanese. A little bit worn. Green tape holding it together. Non-reflective. Less usage to this thing, probably. That's cool. We can reseal it after. That's nice. That's like a little cup right there. Oh, geez. Look at this. Oh, it smells like kind of musty, like water. Yeah, bleachy, like a chlorine smell. Wow, that was easy enough. Thick plastic, that's nice. Yeah, you can see there's breakdown to the jelly bars. It's like the same tech and everything. Same tri-laminate packaging. I mean, they still produce these. You still get it. Okay, 2,580 calories in the whole ration. It is larger overall. 144 grams of jelly candy, 432 grams of biscuit. Very nice. Oh wow, an accident memo. That's so neat. It is a lifeboat and life raft ration. It's for out at sea, for when water is limited, and this thing's going to provide a reasonable amount of metabolic water and very minimal protein content, reducing any kind of additional water needs there. Keep your hopes up, you will be rescued. This package contains food A and food B, edible on the spot without heating. Food A is prepared with cereals and food B with some sugar. Hard biscuits. Ingredients: wheat flour, fat, preservatives, chemical. Jellies. That's food B. Ingredients: sugar, agar, natural flavoring, preservative, chemical. Not bad. Good old agar. Same stuff in petri dishes. Alright, let's get this sat on your tray. Nice. Okay, let's first start off by checking out a jelly bar. Ah, jeez. How do you even open this thing? Oh wait, there's a tear notch right there. Oh, it's old. That's like the best looking one too. I probably shouldn't have even opened it. It's really sticky and stuck in there. Like, doesn't smell like any. Well, it actually kind of has like a little bit of a plastic and rancid oil smell. Gosh, what a shame, you know? It used to be good. So that's one that is a little bit older. 2009, 1979. The other one was 09. So what is that, 30 years right there? This one's 30 years older than... Who knows? I might open another. We'll see. Let's check this out. We'll have... let's listen. Smells like an oatmeal cookie. That's a nice, like, kind of just cheap, like a grain sweet butter cookie. No rancidity. It might like sneak up, you know, it might be like a sneaky rancid fat, but I don't think so. There's nothing like stale about it. Like, that is quite the wheat, like just grain porridge flavor. It's kind of a fairly strong wheat, granular crunch, fairly sweet. It has a more pronounced wheat flour flavor than the newer one. This is darker. Perhaps has more wheat flour, less sugar, and the other one has skim milk powder. This one doesn't. There is definitely some sugar in this, quite a bit, and granular. Little cookie bites. It tastes like an awesome, like, whole wheat cereal cookie in a compressed cube that, oh, it crumbles pretty easily. Like, whatever preservative they added, the secret preservative that kept this thing intact, probably just BHA, BHT, hydrogenated fat, vegetable oil. Tri-laminate packaging, vacuum sealed, stored well enough. Something like that's not going to change too much. But this, let's check something out here. I want to show you. When there's delamination to a tri-laminate package, like multiple layered package. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is just awful. Look at how... a little past its prime, if I do say so myself. That's not sugar, that is packaging that broke down. Let's take it to the next one from 1973. Canned by Taiyo Fishery Company Limited. It weighs 1 pound, 5.7 ounces, or 613 grams. Emergency ration, 9 meals. Get hold on, rescue us at once. Canned July 1st, 1973. Quality guaranteed for 2 years. Taiyo Fishery Company Limited. This is the second largest fishery in Japan. Make your entry in an enclosed card. Place the strip in an empty can. Then have it closely sealed with a tape and drop it into the sea. The can, drifting, will inform your position of shipwreck to a rescue squad. Oh, that's good. That's how you'll get found. I'm sure it'll take no time at all that way. You'll be just fine. Oh, hey, look. A contents list. Various candies and some desiccated meat. 1 man for 3 days. 9 meals. Taiyo Fishery first opened up in 1880. Fishing is only 60% of their revenue. They got into shelf-stable food, canning, pharmaceuticals. It's pretty nice. Fairly reflective lid. Looks like it might have had tape around it at some point. That's like wax. Yeah, look at that. I think it was taped shut at some point. Or maybe that wax is just to keep it from rusting out at sea. I'd keep it dry. Prevent some splashing of seawater. Let's check it out. Reasonable packaging tech. Wow, they give you a little pencil. It's sharp too. Let's see here. It looks like tri-laminate, fairly strong and flexible. foil packaging. Again, it just smells, you know what it reminds me of? Actually, it really reminds me of the smell of when you open up an old brown bag or MRE and you smell this kind of funky plastic. I'm telling you, those things hold up well. We'll see if this did. Who knows what this stuff is in here. Oh man, did something break down? That is not that bad. Everything looks great. Wow, look at this. Those are the jellies. Yeah, they're okay. Let's see here. We got this bag. Vita glucose, coffee candies, various fruit candies, jelly candy that is looking a bit oxidized, but you know, they might be normal. That might be the normal color. They probably always looked this way. Looks like it held up pretty well. This is what I'm going to actually try and eat off of. The rest of it I'm saving for display. Not bad. Alright, let's get this out onto a tray. Nice. Okay, let's first start off by checking out that meat jerky. Hard beef jerky. It looks like it may have pierced through there. Perhaps not. Little to no scent. Like a slight smell of beef. Pleasant. And over 50 years old. And it's fresh. This, like I can tell you right now, that was a nitrogen flushed pack. That is a thick foil laminate that really does resemble some of these survival food buckets I've seen like more recent here. It is beautifully desiccated meat. It looks pretty good. It is fresh. Fresh enough, if you ask me. It has good scent to it, like a very light meat scent. Oh yeah, that is the driest meat I mean, that is astounding. There is zero moisture to it, and it looks perfectly lean. Perhaps dusted with butylated hydroxyanisole. Look at these jelly bars, and black. Why are they black? Are they oxidized or is that normal? No scent. Smells like nothing. Sticky. Slightly melted. Looks like it may have been sugar coated and started to liquefy a little bit. Because look, right there, it's not so bad. 2 bars. Boy, are they sticky. Slight liquefying, although very minimal. Sugar and agar-agar. This here, I might keep this one sealed. I'm not sure. Look, this is, I'm almost certain here. These might be the same thing. I'm not sure. I'm going to open both and find out. What is that? A little bit melted. We'll find out. But first, let's check this out. No smell, like 0 scent. Look at those. Hard candy. Let's find out what this is here. They are slightly darkened, like my guess. I mean, who knows? That could be normal. Dextrose base, sugar candy. Very, like, delicate. And I'm gonna save that for good luck. This is fine dining if you're out at sea. Meat and candy of different varieties. This sure does beat charms. You know, who cares about metabolic water or any of that? I want some meat, and that's what they give you right there. Here, let's check out the jelly bar. Yeah, jeez. Whoa. What is that flavor? The stickiest chew. Like, beware. If you ever eat one of these, it's not overly sweet. Yeah, that's cola flavor. Totally natural, normal color. I wish I could chew this, but it's too chewy. It's like the stickiest, most frustratingly sticky chew that you'd never want to chew it. Oh man. A light flavor of cola. Seems like it'd be great if your stomach was empty. Here, let's check this out. Definitely a hard candy. Coffee. It's a coffee candy. Latte. I mean, I think it might just be coffee and sugar, although it seems like there's cream, but it's not spoiled. It's perfectly fresh. I mean, that is a very hard candy. You can't bite into it. I gotta check this out. What is this? Is this the same thing that started to liquefy? Kinda hope so. Oh yeah, look at that. Here. That is the same thing as this. So, real coffee extract. It probably has caffeine. I like this one more. The slightly broken down one, because you can chew into it. Oh man, look, that's like coffee flavored candy corn. That is the most satisfying chew. Like, look at that. Compared to this, which one's better? You know, like if you're out at sea, boy, they sure didn't have dental health in mind for any of this stuff. Let's check this out. What is this anyway? Sugar cube. Looks a bit oxidized. No scent. It just dissolves. Oh wow. That is vitamin C, ginger, and ginseng. I'm almost certain it's at least ginger and a citrus. Like there's vitamin C in this. Like a ginger, ginseng, citrus, like soft, powdery dextrose candy, some kind of sugar candy. All right, here. Let's check out some. That is like over 50 years old. From 1973. They're like beef bits. Here, not trying to be gross, but you could take that and put it on scrambled eggs. That is some of the greatest meat jerky I've ever had. It held up after all this time. The whole thing. Look at that. Hey, wait. Can't just bite right into this one. Apparently. Oh, yeah. Got all day out there on a raft, I'll bet. Hopefully you get picked up real quick. But if you didn't, and you had to live off this for a really long time, this piece right here would last you like an hour, and you'd suck on it like a button, so you don't have like a dry mouth. Oh wow. Because it's perfectly preserved. It smells fresh, tastes great, perfectly desiccated. Dry. I mean, it's so dry. And it's perfectly lean. I want to see it. It really breaks out to a reasonable amount of actual beef. I can't believe that's over 50 years old. Yeah. Needs seasoning. That's the only thing. It's really bland. Here. Oh yeah. There is a little bit of salt. I think that might be salt. It's sprayed with. Mm-hmm. It is not BHA, butylated hydroxyanisole, although it might be. Ooh. It might be a little BHA mixed with salt sprayed on it. Maybe even a little dextrose. A little bit of everything sprayed on there, on the surface of that stuff. Inside of a nitrogen flushed, thick foil laminate pack, probably aluminum. Looked almost identical to the buckets. You know those buckets? They got like pasta with like cream sauce. One sec. Oh yeah, that's fresh. Huh. A little burnt looking, that piece. Jeez. That can of food would last you like 3 days pretty well fed. I mean, really, like, if you ask me for a survival situation for a compact ration, this seems effective. This right here is a strange, like, it is so, like, light. There's not much density to it, like the press. Let's see, here. Yeah, it's ginger, ginseng, citrus. The vitamin C probably degraded over time, but it's just such a well-made pack of food. Like everything here lasted a really long time, has a reasonable utility. I bet she just has caffeine in it. The most desiccated meat ever. What a fantastic ration. Advanced for its time. This thing held up. And gotta say, what an experience. Well, anyway, this is Steve1989. I hope you liked the video. And I'll be coming back at you with something new. Or old. Alright, cool. See ya.